Stop, 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 stop. Go outside. It's very important that we talk about Pride. Listen up, guys. Pride Month has almost started. Now, first of all, I want to be clear. There is a reasonable risk of somewhere in this country one or multiple hate crimes being committed against individuals or groups of people who are participating in some kind of Pride event. We are at a very elevated level of discourse when it comes to LGBTQ people. So obviously, I strongly suggest that everyone stay safe. I really do believe that if you go out there, you are overwhelmingly likely to be fine. However, I'm not the only one saying this. At most Pride events, there will probably be some kind of consideration made for this possibility. If you would all feel concerned, just consider your safety is all I'm saying, okay? I will be attending Pride events in person. A lot of you will as well. I will not let fear of Republican reprisal deter me from being a homosexual in public, as is my God-given right. That's point number one. Point number two is that if any attacks do happen against people at Pride events or just Pride events in general, no doubt there will be things like bomb threats, whatever else, the right will immediately deflect blame and say that it is our fault. They will say that we were gay within 1 mile of a child. They will say that rainbow rays were emanating from the parade floats and corrupting children in the city. They will do or say anything, and the reason they will do or say anything is because they support any acts of terror that might or will be committed against queer people. They are fully in favor of it. There is no point where they will go, oh, wow, this has gone too far. They won't do it. It won't happen. They're ready for it. So just be fully aware of that. Also keep in mind that even though, Republican media will be ready, will hit the ground running to blame you guys for any crimes you may be the victims of, that does not mean the median voter will be swayed by this. Pride has always been a contentious, political event. Pride started as a riot, as we all know. But in spite of that, I genuinely do not think that the Republicans are in a position to favorably leverage that kind of behavior when it comes to future voting results. Especially since it is overwhelmingly the case that Pride events are sanitized and friendly to the public. Now, I have said before that I think that mainline Pride events in cities should be child-friendly and available to everyone. The reason I've said that is because I'm on board with what's already happening. Overwhelmingly, that is how Pride events are already held and how they are already managed. Most Pride events, especially like the big, more commercial, like city stuff, the floats or whatever else, the bigger stuff like that. Most of the time when that happens, okay, we are talking about, here, buy a rainbow cape. Here is some like cotton can, like we're talking genuinely. We're talking about like a mixture of a loud and colorful holiday for which there are public celebrations, along with stuff that has the energy of like, I don't know, your local like queer advocacy student group setting out a couple of tables full of buttons and merchandise and what have you. For those of you who have been to university, you probably have some gay clubs, Gay Straight Alliance, that's the older stuff, maybe like queer clubs, and they'll be like, out in the quad and they'll have their big table out and like buttons and stuff. Like, it's that plus the big holiday. There will be cotton candy. I'm telling you folks, Pride is cool. And then there are more specific Pride things. If you're into the kinky stuff, there are workshops you can go to. You degenerates, you'll find something you're interested in, whatever. The most important thing that we understand, okay, and this is critical, and I'm doing this as an edict to all of you, okay? No fighting. You've seen the meme video? Okay, you all know. No fighting. No fighting. No fighting. No discourse. None. Zero discourse. No fighting. And I mean that to you guys too. Even if other people initiate the fighting, do not engage. If somebody has a hot Twitter take where they say that cisgender people should not be allowed at Pride, is it stupid? Yeah, keep it to yourself. No fighting. No fighting. Do not engage with any of these federal agents doing psyops in our population, getting us to fight midst ourselves to create a bad optics shockwave that worsens everything for everyone. Don't do it. No fighting, okay? It doesn't matter. It just doesn't. There will always be discourse, okay? What you have to understand is that every year Pride happens, there is a new wave of millions of 14-year-olds in America who have taken it upon themselves to crudely rehash the basics of whatever, semi-coherent progressive instruction they may or may not have received by talking with their friends on Twitter in the previous year, okay? They will have bad takes. The fact that they can share them publicly is indeed a hate crime against all of us. Yes, I agree. But you don't have to engage. All right? Who is allowed at Pride? Doesn't matter. Don't even ask the question. Does that mean cops are... No, I don't care. Shut up. Literally, shut up. No discourse. Shut up. No discourse, no thinking. Buy the rainbow flag. Buy the cake. I don't care. Isn't this... but this is a simple... No. Go there and buy the cotton candy. Go have fun. Shut up. I don't care. Shut up. The only discourse that I want to see on Pride this upcoming month is attacking the right, because they will be trying nonstop to make mountains out of every molehill. They will be posting photos of there will be like a kid on a street, and then like somewhere like half a mile behind the kid, there will be a shirtless guy on a parade float, and they're going to try to talk about how this is somehow grooming. A united front against that. All right. That's the fighting. Right there. That's the fighting. Okay? Okay. Additionally, you need to be ready, emotionally prepared for, and strategically prepared for what the right is going to do, from best to worst. Okay? You're going to have to be ready to emotionally process it if anything bad happens, to respond when the attacks happen. You're going to, because that is what you need to be ready for. Being a good queer right now does not mean having a, mental, 102-page doctrine on how Pride discourse is meant to be conducted, all right? Being a good queer, or queer ally, or whatever, is being ready to fight the right, okay? All right, okay, all right. Do not show up armed to Pride. There, that's my PSA. It's very important, okay? Why not lightly armed at Pride? Do not bring weapons to Pride. My hands are weapons. Pepper spray isn't a weapon. Yeah, bring pepper spray. Fine, sure, yeah. If you want to bring a pepper spray, what? People are too hard on pepper spray. Okay, pepper spray's great. Have some pepper spray. Whatever. Spray your food with it. Have some spice. Spicy. Bosh, don't you think cons will bring guns? Why should queer people do? Stop. Holy shit! I'm so careful with my pro-gun advocacy. I'm so specific. No, you don't bring guns to protests ever. Zero reason. You never do, okay? The only thing your gun will do will create a post hoc justification for the behavior of the far-right people and cops who may have gunned you down, okay? Do not bring guns to protests. The only time you should ever have a gun on you in any kind of activist capacity when in a group is if you know every single person who's going to be there, all of you will have guns, and you're operating autonomously and independently a la Black Panther Party as some kind of specific political group. Not just you show up at the big Pride event with a bunch of kids and you're packing, okay? Unless the packing you're doing is you're a trans guy and you have like the dick underwear, that's fine, okay? Unless the dick has been outfitted with a firearm of some kind, in which case then we once again tread back into the territory of it not being fine. Don't do that. Any tips on patrolling pro-queer militias? No, I have no experience with this whatsoever. What's more important is to bring first aid kits. Guys, please don't show up looking like a bunch of militia Antifa black bloc dudes at the local city, family-friendly Pride parade, okay? Please don't go up to the booth where they have, like lollipops that have been cast in the shape of dicks with your ceramic plates on. Come on. Yes, the John Brown and Redneck Revolt gun clubs know a lot more about forming militias than I do. Yes, there will be first responders there. There are also going to be cops there. Guys, cops show up at every major public function. That's one of the reasons I've always thought, cops don't belong at Pride, to be really retarded. Pride is the city has permits for Pride. If there's a march or anything, any big event, the cops will be there. Of course, cops will be there. I don't know why. People bring this up like it's some kind of revolutionary, keep cops out of Pride. What do you mean? They're there. They block off streets to keep cars from driving the wrong way. You're gonna trust them to do shit about it? You guys realize, First of all, they're going to be there no matter what. It's a civic function. It's their job to. Second of all, if there's some kind of mass shooting event, like, do you think that a bunch of like disorganized people that are all carrying in the crowd are statistically more likely to like fix the problem than the cops are? Like, cops are bad, but I'm not advocating for like radical vigilantism in crowd events. You'll just be another gun going off for them to shoot. No, stop. Just stop. Is this not a good idea for leftist militias to get combat? No! Stop! Stop! Go outside. I sentence you to outside. Satanic cabal, I'm banning you for 1 day. In this day, all right, write a report on how the grass felt. Doesn't this contradict your previous statements about lefty gun ownership? No. I've said that lefties should own guns in case a full-on civil war breaks out and militias from the far right are driving through city streets gunning through people's windows. Not own guns so you can bring them to your local pride event, so you can have 8 pounds of munitions weighing down your pants while you're getting like a cocktail or something. No. Yeah, chat is glowing right now. Jesus Christ. You should never, ever, ever bring guns to a public event like that. Reboosting this, I mentioned DSA Red Rabbits and JBGC because they form security. Nobody should go armed alone. Anyone who wants to go armed should go with a group with a specific defensive purpose and a plan. Yes, you have a specific uniform. You walk as a group. It makes clear your intentions. It means that you're not just some random dipshit. You have a plan. You have orderly. This is about militia forming. It's complicated. It's not something I know anything about because I've never done it. So you got to talk to people who know about it. DSA Red Rabbits, John Brown Gun Club. Give it a shot. I'm not saying Brain AR concealed is fine. Don't bring a gun to Pride. Don't bring a gun to Pride. I have been to more Prides than you. I have more guns than you, okay? I out-experience you on both halves of this equation. Do not bring guns to Pride. Don't bring guns to Pride. Just don't bring guns to Pride. Do not. Don't do it. No matter what happens. That is, you just don't do that. You don't bring guns to it like I said the same thing about BLM. What happened to no Pride discourse? Technically, I said no Pride discourse this month, the Pride month, but it's not Pride month yet. Still May. All right, you goofy goobers.